they didn't have to. They didn't have to say anything to each other. But
they just
chakra. like they know talk no jutsu. You know
talk
what I'm
no
saying?
jutsu.
Maybe that's what they did. But
what's up, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Anime Rift podcast. Because we're only a podcast now. We went out with the old and in with the new, and we are emerging victorious in our own way.
For some reason, I was thinking like the show Victorious. I was like, Victorious?
No, we're not talking about Victoria Justice here, all right? Let's dial it back. And just in case you guys didn't know, those stylish, sexy voices with me today, as always, are Jake and Ox. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another exciting time. What's new? What's exciting? What's going on in your worlds?
Arc.
Oh, God, I heard about this, yeah.
Yeah, we've been grinding some Arc, dude. It's been actually great. PvE style. Been enjoying it.
Ooh, and PvE then, style?
Oh, PvE style. I know.
What?
But we've been doing that. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. It's been relaxing.
Yeah.
Ox has been getting a little bored, though. He's always already talking about us just duking it out in the middle of the woods together.
I said after we did bosses. Okay? After we did bosses.
All right. Well, like every other amazing episode that we have here, we have an exciting group of segments / topics that we are going to be talking about today. I'm going to give them in a different order. I'm not sure what order we're doing them all in, but you're going to hear them all regardless. We are talking about Solo Leveling 7.5, the half episode that they released. And then we're going to be talking about Kakashi versus Gojo. Who is better? Who's got the better silver hair? And who is absolutely more stylish? And then we're going to be talking the best duos in anime. What's the best group? Are they good? Are they evil? Are they the same person with multiple personalities? You're just going to have to sit there and find out. And lastly, newest section, we are going to be looking at comments and we're going to be reacting to them. And Jake is excited to do this. I know it doesn't show, but he's actually stoked right now through the roof to be catching Ox and I off guard with these comments that we are going to react to. And I think we're just going to get into a bit of a silly season here where we are just going to react in crazy ways. So you're not going to want to miss that. I think, guys, we got to start with Solo Leveling because they say you got to do the crappy shit first.
Oh, God.
So
listen, buddy, I called it from the beginning, from the jump. I said it was trash, all right?
I am just going to say, if you can't put out a good product, don't put it out at all. That was absolute dog shit. That was the exact same thing we watched over 4 episodes with like maybe 6 more lines in it. Maybe 6 more lines.
Didn't I say last week one of my pet peeves in anime was
I was just going to say that. We talked about this. Doing recap episodes. Dude. I know you're off because of COVID and you can't do it, but just leave it. You don't need to recycle it. Everyone's excited about it. This shit kills your anime.
Fun fact.
Don't take away from your anime. You are doing such a good job. Do not kill it.
Fun fact. I wanted to put this as one of the comments, but I was reading comments. And apparently the same studio that made 86 made Solo Leveling.
Okay.
And the same issue happened during 86, but I think they handled it better. Apparently the person that commented said they handled it better. Like they apologized. Everyone told them they had to take a 2-week break while the person recovered from COVID, and same thing happened. But I rather wait 2 weeks than you give me a filler episode.
Absolutely.
Episode
and the thing is, it wasn't even filler. It was the same thing. It was literally the same stuff that we covered. It was like, I sat there, I actually stopped it 3 times because I was so convinced I had actually missed like mispressed the button and was on an earlier episode. And
I'm
I was
proud
like,
of you
nope,
for not
it says
defending it, Frozen.
7.5. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, Frozen's going to defend it, and it's going to piss me off.
no, I couldn't. I can't. You
Listen.
gave me nothing to defend. I'm sorry. Normally I would defend you, but I just could not. You gave me not even the dagger to defend myself with. You decided to stab yourself with it instead. There was no leveling in that at all. In fact, you should lose level for that one. You failed your daily mission.
Yeah, dude,
Today.
that was so rough. Like I didn't even watch it because Jake
Good.
came in, dude. I think
I
it
was
was some
heat.
guys.
I was hot.
Listen, you guys think you have to hear about this solo leveling for like a 10, 15 minute segment. I've heard about this solo leveling episode all week from Jake.
my God,
Jake has
I'm
been
not
on
even-
it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't watch it till today
Yeah.
because the fact that you guys called it 7.5 had me leery. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not even going to watch this. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I got 20 minutes to kill before I go to work. And I put it on and I was like, I could have done anything better with that 20
Yeah,
minutes.
but you could
of
have
my
knitted a
life.
sweater, and it paid
Yeah.
off better than that fucking episode.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
could have done anything in my life that would have been better than that.
And like it's funny because like Jake was talking bad, right? He was like, dude, he was like, that's 2 filler episodes, right? Like he was like, first episode was filler, this episode was filler. He was like, man, like we were doing the math and figuring out how much filler that is because like with 7.5, that's technically like 15% filler already.
Yeah.
You know,
But
you,
he's
you know,
toasting One Piece and filler already.
And you know what the worst part about this is I know that we're talking about this and we're going to chop it up and make awesome TikToks and YouTube shorts out of it. And we are going to get roasted.
Mhm.
We're going to get fucking incinerated by
yes,
people in the
COVID.
comments.
Yeah.
But you know what, people in the comments? I'm putting it down right here. Tell me I'm wrong. That
Yeah.
was exactly everything that we already seen. Show me your math. Show me your math, all right? Where was this good? This was
Yeah.
no different than anything else. You want it? Here's my clip right here. This is Frozen right here saying, show your work.
Yeah.
Tell me how
Mm.
this was a valuable episode. And you know what? Maybe we'll live react to your comments.
Yeah.
So,
It was trash.
I chalk it up to greed, right? Like they
Yeah.
just wanted to get paid for that
Yeah.
week since they weren't putting anything out anyway. Like that's what I chalk it up to. And I tried to defend them for a second because I was like, maybe they have some kind of obligation. Like maybe solo leveling pops up on a live channel, you know, obviously somewhere in Japan. I was like, maybe they have an obligation to have something. But it's also like, well, if they have that obligation, it's to some huge, you know, network that can just put any other episode in that spot.
yeah,
I
have
would
some
have
pride.
rather watched him eat sushi for 20 minutes talking about absolute nothingness than recap that. I would have rather watched him do push-ups for all the nurses for 20 minutes than, or even they focus on this one nurse's tiny little crush that they have on him and all the times he spent in the hospital. Then watch that one. Look at that. I just came up with 2 great ideas that they could have done with minimal animation.
I wish they
just
would have
to
did
fill
the B level healer that was
Yeah.
with him.
What's going on with her?
Yeah,
Right?
Just
Or
show us a little something
give
else.
us a little backstory on the guy that he's about to go into business with. It
Yeah.
was just a little 20-minute, who's this guy? Who's his daddy? Why does he have shiny armor?
I
Like-
think they should have just not given us anything. They should have
Yeah,
just
I
put
would've
out
been
a
fine with
notice. They should have just put out a notice and then make episode 8 a banger because you've had 2 weeks to
Yeah.
settle in on the animation for this versus your typical 1 week. Probably more than 2 weeks, right? Because when does it come out? Tomorrow? Is it tomorrow?
Saturdays.
Okay, so they've had 2 weeks. Just instead of like giving us what you did, just put all that effort into episode 8 and just give us a banger episode 8.
I agree.
I'm
I fully
punching
agree
a
with
hole
that
in
one.
my monitor if I open up Crunchyroll and it's 7.75 tomorrow on everything I know and love.
Yeah, that'll be. No.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. Now I wonder, like, what happens on the, because it's the Japanese voice actor. So what happens on the dub side? Does dub just like gain a week?
I don't know.
Mm.
I'm interested in how that's.
I mean,
gonna
their
work
job's
out.
easy. They're like, hey guys, all we got to do is just recycle the first 3 episodes and then
Yeah.
throw in some guy's voice to add in the 6 extra
Yeah,
lines
like,
they
'cause-
added.
Like they had the animation ready. I'm sure for episode 8.
Like-
I'm sure it's been ready.
I feel like they're just gonna copy and paste it with like kid pics on a MacBook, and then it's gonna sound like hilarious when it goes to the lines that were not in the original episodes. He'll be like, and I looked at him with the dagger and I was like, sounds like you're dead. And then it's going to go back to the normal one. It's like, that's the only extra line, but I'm not going to pay the English dude $8 million to say 3 words. So let's get Bob from accounting to say the 3 words and we don't have to pay him.
Yeah, they could have got, like, you know, I definitely think, like, the dude, you know, hopefully he's better. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to be. COVID's not that long anymore, right?
Yeah, COVID's like 5 days now. Yeah. Okay, let's hope he's fine. And everybody in his family, no one has gotten it, has not went through the animation studio or anything like that, or the voice actors. So hopefully he's doing fine. I think we can expect a banger 8 episode. And then we're going to come back in here next week and we're going to talk all good things. We are going to get flamed this week.
Yeah.
For
I might get flamed. I might still be mad about it next week.
I mean, like, you know, and the fact, like, you know, One Piece at least does the special episodes, right?
Yeah, it doesn't add it to the season.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, special episode 94.
I'll be all right. Formula 1 starts again tomorrow, so I'll be in my happy place. If I see 7.75, I won't have to worry.
But listen, guys, let me tell you something. Where solo leveling lets you down, Frieren makes it up, because 24, 25.
Don't ruin it for me, please.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. This week I was kind of void of anime because I had a bunch of family stuff and health stuff going on. So I had to take care of myself first, take care of my family second, and anime unfortunately fits in the third spot there. So
as it should. But listen, anime can fill that void. Okay,
I got a weekend. It's the weekend, right? I'm ready.
Dude.
I'm ready.
Those episodes, like classic, like trope in anime, something that happens in like so many anime and like so many, you know, D&D sessions, and just I think it was done the best by Frieren.
You're getting back into D&D, are you? I feel like
I have to.
We should do a live D&D anime rip.
But listen, I was fully committed to giving up on doing D&D through Discord online. I deleted all this stuff that I had attached with D&D. And then here comes my buddy 10 minutes before we started this podcast saying, dude, we should get into D&D again. And it makes me so happy, but it makes me so mad. Because, like, dude, I love it and I want to do it.
Can you put any more time aside?
And that's all I said, dude. I can't do it. I was like, we can pick one night out of the week and we do it, and like that's all. That'll be it. But like,
I feel like our podcast will turn into the live D&D.
Buddy, yes. Hey man, I said you get the people together, we'll do it. I ain't gonna go begging people to come play, nothing like that.
There's a stream. There's a streamable thing, man. You stream everyone playing D&D.
But see, this is the thing, dude. I'm rather new to D&D, like, and I'm like the person that's doing the campaign. Like, I'm the dungeon master, and like I don't know all everything. So I'm just trying to create a story, and I'm just trying to have fun with it. But like, I don't know all the rules. I don't know none of that stuff.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go back into my like high school like old boxes that you keep in the attic, and I'm gonna have to like find that original D&D dungeon master guy and be like.
Yeah,
blow off all the dust, and like you're gonna see like magical sparkles raise up from it. Like,
nah, this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just create the scene, right? I would be like, okay, guys, you're standing in the town. Let's just call it Log Town or something. There's a guy about to be executed over here, and right before he's executed, he says, "There's a magical treasure that you guys got to go find, and it's called the 2-piece." Okay, listen, you guys got to go find this thing.
I know this. I put on my Robin Wizard hat.
Yes. That's how we're gonna do.
If none of them watch anime, could you imagine? They'd be like, dude, this is an amazing story.
Yeah, dude. All right, guys, this is Reverse Mountain, okay? Roll initiative. There's a giant whale waiting for you.
His name's not Oda, it's Ad. Addo.
Just change everything slightly. Oh, where are you? Oh, this is
He's Monkey D. Goofy. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah. This is Sabaody archipelago. Don't worry, there's just bubbles in the sky that you can ride and have fun.
And this isn't Sanji. This isn't Sanji. It's Sanjeet.
Yeah. There's these guys. We're gonna call them crabmen. They're really discriminated upon.
Yeah, that's what I'm straw at my feet. And it's got to be a product of my daughter.
I thought you just pulled a chopstick out of your ass.
Yeah, he said, chopstick.
No, I was stepping on something. I was like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, this is evidence of my daughter being in my stream room.
She's just hanging around.
No, because what she likes to do is she likes to come in, grab the microphone, pull it down to herself, and then go, hello, Josh? Yeah. And then she'll just like recycle, and she thinks she's talking to someone in Discord, and nobody's there. It's not logged in.
Nobody's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Listen, we all agree 7.5 was the worst decision in anime history.
Yes. It was.
But let's get on to something a little bit better. What you guys want to talk about next? We want to do the game. We want to do.
We could do. I mean, we can get into the hot topic of Gojo versus Kakashi.
I'm about Gojo versus Kakashi. I've been seeing this a lot lately.
I have to start with this. Hold on. All right, I have to ask, how are we rating this? So, because there could be multiple different answers based on multiple different platforms. So, are we rating it at how current each character is, or at a certain baseline? What's the baseline? Because if we're judging it off of what we've seen out of Gojo and what we've seen out of Kakashi, you're not gonna like my answer. But if we're setting like a baseline, like it's different, right? It changes because they're and what's our other baselines? Like are we going like just in terms of sheer battle potential, or like written character, plot arm, like the plot they played in their anime,
right?
Who was more likable, stuff like that.
Kamui, like Kakashi fighting
peak anime for both. So
current Gojo.
So that would be that would be current Gojo, because he hasn't gotten any further than you know where he's at, and then
Kakashi beats his ass into the ground.
Okay.
Because absolute peak. I'm talking peak 2 Mangekyo Sharingan with Susanoo,
he has Obito's. Okay, yeah.
With oh crap, I'm gonna lose my thought here.
He has Susanoo and all that good stuff.
No, there's one other thing I'm trying to think of, and I can't think of it right now. Yeah, with Kamui, there's even with territory expansion, I don't think it's close.
Listen,
I don't think it's close.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you this. Kakashi wouldn't have got caught off guard like Gojo did.
With the box, he would have called it.
Yeah,
listen,
it would have cloned. He would have been a clone.
Like, listen, I hate to tell everybody, and I know people are going to talk to me about Limitless. They can miss me with all that shit, right? Kakashi, in no way, shape, or form, would have been caught off guard like Gojo was.
My boy would have caught an uppercut from the ground.
But this is where I was asking what our baseline was, because Kakashi has the troubled past that allows him to have that clairvoyance and like understanding of the surrounding, right? He knows, like this is a trap. Like this feels like a trap. This is a trap, right? He's got that whole thing going for him. But Gojo's got a lot of qualities about him too. Like I gotta say, he pulls off the whole fashion statement. It's all Gojo, right? He's got the kind of looks. He's got the swagger. He's got the way better eyes, in my opinion. You know,
but like if it wasn't for like Sharingan, I don't think he'd stand a chance.
No, like, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was saying like in baseline.
He looks at him and it's over. You know, especially if Gojo has intel. If not Gojo, if Kakashi has intel, it's done.
Yeah,
it's done.
If our baseline is at their peaks, then what I only know of Gojo right now, it's Kakashi all the way. Because peak Kakashi is insane, absolutely insane.
Although I do feel like if Gojo gets off domain expansion, Gojo wins.
But like, do you think that do you think Sharingan gives him any kind of?
I think he can get out of it.
I
That's
don't
the
think he can
thing.
get out of
He
it.
can't get out of it. It's 100% hit rate.
He can't get out of it.
Nah,
Like
I don't.
my thing, like it would be the point of is if he can get to that point. Like if he can
Yeah.
cast it, then it is
Because
what it
here's the
is.
thing: how does he get it off, knowing that he can't look at his opponent?
Yeah.
Like, do I agree that the domain expansion would probably eviscerate the Susanoo? Yeah, for sure, right? Because it can claim all things material and
Mhm.
artificial and everything like that. So the Susanoo would be a non-fact, but he's got to get the ability off. And how do you get your whole ability off knowing that you can't
But
look
hey, listen,
at your
he's-
opponent?
He's casting domain expansion on a substitute. Okay, he's casting on the Shadow Clone.
That's
Because
what
like
I'm
you got to
saying.
think about
That's-
it. This is what's going to happen. The fight's going to
Kakashi's-
start.
Reading his nudie
What?
mags in a tree.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. The fight's going to start. You know, Gojo can blitz and whatever's going to happen. Kakashi's going to figure out Limitless, right? He's going to figure out he can't touch him, all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden, Gojo, boom, he kills it, boom, Shadow Clone, and then that, like Andrew said, he's reading a nudie mag in the tree. He said, "Oh, that's how his abilities work." He walks out from the tree line, puts him in the Genjutsu. Game over. Okay,
Game over.
And you know what the best part is Kakashi's gonna land and be like, "Tell you what, Gojo, if you can get one of these bells,
Yeah.
you can have lunch." And I'm just gonna be like, "Oh no!"
So Gojo for sure is the strongest person in JJK right now, right?
Absolutely.
So who do we think is the weakest person in Naruto that could beat him?
The weakest person?
I just
Ooh.
don't. I think Gojo is absolutely like a cheat code.
Gojo could beat
But I
a
think
lot of
Gojo
people in
loses to a lot of
Naruto,
people.
for sure.
But I think Gojo loses to a lot of people. But it's also a scenario where I think, like I said, like Kakashi's battle IQ is just next level.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
So he's going to
over
have the
first.
he's going like if no one else has like the wherewithal to figure out what Gojo's ability is, like
Yeah.
but this is the downfall of like the JJK universe. By telling somebody your ability, right? That's the thing in the JJK is you tell somebody your ability, and because of that, it increases like your curse technique, right?
Yeah.
Because it puts you at a disadvantage.
Yes.
Right? So like I feel like if Kakashi knows like and like Gojo's not speed blitzing anybody, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
that's going to be like the argument that everybody's going to have. Like yes, of course if Gojo speed blitz him and has his Limitless on, yeah, he's going to run into him a wall and he's going to blow him up like Hanami, right? But that's not going to happen. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody that's the argument you always get from like people that think Goku can beat everybody, like, oh yeah, Goku just speed blitz him. That's not his personality. That's not what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And I just think I think Gojo has a lot of the things, like he has like hacks and all that stuff, but like speed, who's faster, Gojo or Kakashi, right? Like
yeah.
even if Gojo is faster, Sharingan makes up for that. Like Kakashi can keep track with all that with Mangekyo, so it's no problem.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I
here's
just
the-
read something, and it's kind of interesting because he can control space time.
Yes,
So technically, he can move faster
yes,
than space time.
yeah, yeah.
But do you think the Sharingan can perceive that?
Well, the Sharingan can perceive things at light speed, I think.
Yeah, everything. But here's my biggest question. Do you remember what they nicknamed Kakashi in episode? I think it comes out in episode 5 or 6. You get Kakashi's nickname,
The
Or
copy
what-
ninja?
the copycat ninja. So
He can't copy Sadatori.
but that's
though.
what I'm saying. In this hypothetical battle, do we know that he can't copy the domain expansion?
Yeah, but like
Do we know that the Sharingan cannot copy the domain expansion?
But at the same time, like hand to hand's not going to work. Like Gojo's not
no.
trumping Kakashi hand to hand. Not
Yeah.
with Sharingan. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You,
No, no,
you
no.
think Kakashi's beating Gojo?
I think Kakashi strategically can beat Gojo. Like
Yeah.
if it was just like if they both showed up in the field and there was no like Kakashi's going to use Shadow Clones, he's going to do all those things. Gojo should beat Kakashi.
Mm-hmm.
He should beat Kakashi. Does he beat Kakashi? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm with Ox on this one. I think on paper the abilities Gojo has should, but like I said, with the 2 Mangekyo Sharingan, the Susanoo, and I forgot
How
I just don't see it.
fast is purple? What's Purple's speed?
Purple's, but like he is limitlessly fast, is what I'm
Limitlessly
saying.
fast. He's limitlessly fast, but like that, how does that doesn't help him in the genjutsu, right? He's gonna be thinking he's trumping up Kakashi the whole time he's in the genjutsu.
How fast is that? How fast is the fourth Hokage's ability, the lightning flash? Because that's perceived. That's perceived by the Sharingan. That can be sensed because when he does it, and you see Itachi look sideways before he completes it.
But it's also like, how is Kakashi's body fast enough to keep up with?
Yeah.
Well, don't forget Kakashi like sped himself out of existence, right?
See,
like,
but this is the thing. You tell Gojo, hey, you're meeting this guy in the field to fight him to the death, and you tell Kakashi the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's gonna be a shadow clone.
And
Kakashi's gonna figure something. Like, yeah, of course, Gojo isn't gonna just do hollow, purple, boom, like that's infinite speed. I'm sure. Like, Kakashi can't dodge it. Kakashi can't keep up with it. Like,
and Kakashi's gonna use the shadow clone because he wants to get the battlefield advantage. He needs to know what abilities are gonna come out in this fight so that he's prepared for it. That's why.
But it would be like us fighting a Super Saiyan. You can know all you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to help you.
Yeah. Well, but when you can put someone into a fucking, genjutsu,
you can put Gojo in the box again.
It matters. Like he can put him in a genjutsu and just make him kill himself, right? Does like Gojo's limitless doesn't stop him from slitting his own throat. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Right, like, and that's just how I look at it. Now, you stack them up side by side, Gojo wins in so many. Like, battle IQ, I give it to Kakashi. Durability, Gojo's got it because he's got, whatever it's called, reverse curse technique. Speed, Gojo's probably got it. Hack, Gojo's got it. Gojo wins in a lot of those categories. But I think if the scenario calls for it, like, and as long as Kakashi knows to use genjutsu, like, it's over.
You think he can win straight off battle IQ?
I think he went straight off battle. Look at Shikamaru, dog. Like, that dude should be winning.
All Shikamaru got battle IQ.
Battle sense.
He got battle IQ.
Yeah, battle sense and visual. I don't want to say jutsu because that's Naruto exclusive, but visual prowess and battle IQ is what's needed to win this fight. And Kakashi has those in spades.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if we give Gojo a couple more years, because I feel like Gojo is able to see things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like he knows everything.
He can perceive a lot of things now. Like, I don't know, like, with his eyes, right? Like, he can see cursed energy, right? But does that allow him to see Kakashi? Like, if Kakashi's hiding off in the trees while his shadow clone's right there, is Gojo going to be able to perceive that through his eyes?
I'll go a little further and say that longevity of a fight would play into this as well. Because I don't recall completely, can Gojo maintain his visual prowess for long lengths of time? Like, because anyone with the Sharingan, if they're going all out, balls to the wall, they can't maintain it until their eyes start to bleed, right? Until they cannot
especially
use...
someone not Uchiha.
Exactly. So eventually Kakashi's eyes will fade.
Does Limitless stop Kamui?
No.
See, and this is the debate that I've seen, is that as long as he has Kamui, the decision will always be Kakashi. Without it, though, is when Gojo starts to play back into the equation, and you could toss it 50-50.
Now, if you did it, and now if there was a scenario where you said, hey, if you crossed, like, if chakra was cursed energy and cursed energy was chakra, right? I'll lean more on Gojo, because that means Gojo can see. And he sees them, he's killing them, right? Yeah. But, like, if you think in terms of they are completely separate things, then I just think that he gets enough intel to be able to do something about it, and it goes from there.
Genjutsu traps him.
I think Genjutsu traps. I don't know if that high,
It's tough, and there's gonna be favorable people on either side that will have way more built into the story than we have. And that will know exact precision move sets and everything like that. But if in just to wrap it all up in a bow, for my opinion,
Mhm.
I stick to the whole battle. What we based as our baseline, battle IQ and visual prowess give Kakashi a slight edge above Gojo. And I think that if you were to make this battle 100 times, Kakashi comes out 51 to 49 in
Okay.
favor of battles. And I think
Listen,
that
Kakashi ain't never been
just
beat by a
edges him
Rubik's
out.
Cube. Okay.
Mm.
Kakashi ain't never been beat by the Rubik's Cube. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He did get water trapped by Zabuza though.
He
like-
did get water trapped.
Intentionally though.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think 51 out of 49 is the best way to put it. And like I said, Gojo has a lot of the stats on his side, but I just think that in a actual battle, it's going to come out.
I want to say, if anyone knows,
Yeah.
comment below, because I wonder if Gojo would be able to escape a Genjutsu
Yeah,
with
and he
his
might.
domain.
And if could be a thing.
Someone might know better than us. Someone comment below, let us know.
Yeah, but like that's the thing though.
But
Like
I gotta
he's
think
in
if he
again.
can't get out of the box, then he can't.
But that's a domain.
He can't get out of Genjutsu.
Well, that's a domain. Okay,
That's a domain.
But, see, and that would be tough. Like because but what if he's just thinking that he's releasing his domain, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Mangekyo Sharingan is
Buddy,
a
listen.
dangerous jutsu, man. You
Listen,
think you could be doing something for 10 years and you're not doing it.
we were talking earlier. We were talking. Was it today? Or it might have
It
been
was
yesterday.
Yesterday. I think.
We were talking about like, what if you cast a Genjutsu on someone?
Someone's casting.
While you were getting a Genjutsu cast on you, so we were talking like imagine like Itachi getting you into Genjutsu, but then like you try to cast one on him, and you're just sitting here like you're waiting.
Got his ass.
Forever, like, yeah, got this dude, but you're an infinite. Like you're just sitting there waiting. It's been 10 minutes in real time, but you've been there 10,000 years watching him. Like, yeah, I got his ass, dude.
I mean, if you're Itachi, that's what you do. You don't give him any sign that he's trapped in again. Like you don't like put him up on the cross, start nailing down into him. You just gotta leave him standing in that field, thinking he got you. because that's it. That's all. That's the torture right there. 10,000 years stuck thinking that you got this guy, and you're like, nope.
And I just thought about it, dude. I just think that Kakashi deceives the hell out of Gojo, dude. Shadow clones.
You think he snakes him?
And transformation. We saw what he did when he saw Geto. Dude hesitated like a motherfucker, dude.
That's fact.
Like Kakashi's gonna deceive the hell out of Gojo, dude.
Especially if he
First
doesn't
things
know.
first, though,
Like he doesn't.
when they
know it.
arrive, they both got to ditch the masks. No
Listen.
more of this one-eyed, half-faced,
Yeah.
like none of that.
And you gotta think of the repertoire of jutsu Kakashi has. Like Gojo has. Like, I mean, I don't know manga, but Gojo got 4 abilities: domain expansion, purple, red, and that other one or whatever.
In reverse.
Yeah, like reverse hollow, right? He got Kakashi got a plethora,
Oh,
right?
God.
Gosh, you do
He
got.
hits him with
1,000
shadow
plus jutsu.
paralysis. He hits him with a shadow paralysis jutsu, dude. Like he can't do nothing.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention, like Itachi, he can single hand sign.
He can't single hand sign. I think he can
So-
no sign as well for some.
So he
jutsu.
doesn't
Hey,
even
listen.
need. Doesn't matter what he's doing. He can single hand sign stuff.
Oh,
Even if
Gojo
one-
can single hand side, dude. Oh,
The lovely kitchen boy.
You do one of these. You're done. No, I think it would be. I think on both sides. Like I think a lot of people are going to say Gojo, but I think that they don't realize it's as close as it is.
I think if you know the story, like we know Naruto's story and we know Kakashi's background, I think that you realize that from what we've seen from Gojo so far and what we know of Kakashi, you understand where siding with Kakashi in a tiny way comes out. Like I'm not at all saying this is a slap down drag out, right? I'm saying this is a close fight. This is as close as it gets. And these are the right 2 characters to be doing it. I mean, there are other characters that I could come in here and say that would absolutely dust both of them. And at the same time.
You think Madara
Yeah.
beats?
Oh
Gojo?
God, yeah.
Yeah,
I think Madara beats Gojo. Dude, Madara beats half the
because
planet.
like think about it, like Gojo's not even the smartest guy in his verse.
Yeah, I don't think he's planetary. Like, I don't think he could destroy a planet with his abilities.
Yeah, like Gojo in terms of IQ is maybe third.
And I can tell you with Madara, it would be a knockdown drag out because all of the things that would suffer Kakashi in like in his ocular jutsus, it would not apply to Madara because he's the original, he's the OG, right? Yeah. He possesses every single Sharingan ability, including Amaterasu, the Black Flame, right? Which is, he's got so many different forms and techniques and jutsus that would just be too much like, at once.
But at the same time, yeah, like anything, if it wasn't for Sharingan, like I said, like Sharingan is the be all and the difference maker for me for it. If it wasn't for Sharingan, like doesn't matter how many planetary devastations he throws at him, it doesn't touch Gojo because of Limitless, right? Like, you know, we saw that the one like creating a small domain or whatever, and when they were punching was kind of breaking through it, but like Gojo kind of figured that out pretty quick, you know. But I don't know if they figure that out in the midst of battle, but you know, you got any jutsu technically. Like, does a shadow hit him? Does fire style Amaterasu? Like, does it? You know, assuming none of that stuff gets past Limitless. Sharingan,
and that's why I was curious about Amaterasu because they explain that as the flame that can penetrate anything. Yeah. Right? It's the flame that, because originally inside of Jiraiya's toad belly, there was nothing that can penetrate the toad belly, and then he uses the Amaterasu to break through it. And like that's what he said, like, this is too much for us. That flame burns eternal. Like it burns through legacy lines, all right? Like you can't beat it.
Yeah. I think like, it also engages on whatever you look at, not so much like space wise, but more of like whatever you're looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't saying Gojo is weak by any means. Like I said,
no.
He I mean, feats far surpass Kakashi's. All this stuff far surpass Kakashi's.
I mean, we're talking about titans in their respective animes, right? Like that's,
and it's weird to say that. Like, yeah, he beat someone in all these categories, but hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But not the two that matter.
But I think like Jay said, give it a couple of years, and I really don't think it will be a situation of now. I mean, if Gojo knows about the Sharingan eyes,
if he knows not to look at them,
because then what happens? He closes it. Well, I mean, he closes his eyes, he still gets hit by Kamui, you know. But like, if he can perceive curse energy, he can just dodge everything anyway. So it's tough, you know.
And that's why I said, like, if we were going like where the power scaling was at, because at current power scaling, that's where I think the advantage is. It in the future, the power scaling could be different. Trash. And it's worth noting that people have even commented in debate that JJK characters in its current state, even in the manga, their power scaling is not there that other animes have, where it's ramped up to such a height that it would be very difficult for any JJK. In fact, there's some articles here that say Gojo would be the only JJK character that would be able to withstand some of the power scaling in other animes that would see him successful in it. Because there are some that are just like, well, like we talked about, people like Madara, right? Where the power scaling is so insane that Gojo would be the only person that would last the longest in a fight like that. Because the rest of them couldn't do it. I love the panda guy, but man, he's going to be panda barbecue against anybody else.
For sure.
But anyways, we digress.
I would love to get like some like high, like super manga person that probably gets like the really good explanations of the abilities. And like what? Kamui and Limitless, like it's like Kamui has no set distance, right? So like it would like even if it's infinity, it doesn't matter. Kamui has no set distance. So it'd be interesting to know like someone who really dived into the manga really well and like could explain those two sides.
Let's get the real people. Let's ask the creators of each one. Let's get them on the podcast side by side. Who's winning? Gojo, Kakashi. Let's go, and we'll just let them talk.
Yeah, maybe Kakashi can go save him out of that Rubik's Cube.
Hey. If he
All
puts him
right.
in a Kamui and then takes him back out into the world, do you think he comes out of the Rubik's Cube?
Might.
Oh God.
He just might. All right.
Next we're gonna roll into the best duos in anime. I mean, I've got a few. Again,
Okay.
there's so many factors here. Like you've got good, evil manifestations of yourself. Like, because there's a few characters that their best duo might just be themselves, right?
I feel like Frozen has one.
Huh?
Listen,
What?
but there's
No,
only
yeah,
one.
my best friend.
There's only one right answer to this question.
There's only What's
There's
the
only
one
one
right answer?
That's Gon and Killua. Okay, like
Oh, that's a good
there
answer.
There ain't no better duo than Gon and Killua.
I mean, I have one, but that's a
Really?
good one.
Okay,
Really though?
really. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Frozen,
Gon and
who you got?
Killua. That's where it's at.
I gotta go a little bit better, and I gotta say Alphonse and Edward Elric.
You're terrible. Terrible.
We did not say what the baseline was. If we're just establishing this on power, then I'm going Itachi and Kisame.
No, it ain't
All
power.
right,
Just the best duos, man.
Oh well, in that case, Ash and Pikachu. No, Alphonse and Edward Elric, undeniable. The whole anime based around brotherhood. Come on.
And they got a remake. They got two whole
remake.
stories.
Like, that's how good of it. That's how good of a duo it is.
Yeah. Hey. So did Hunter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
We listed some heavy hitters. All right.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
They did get a remake as well. Yeah, that's right.
Jake's better have a remake. That's all I'm saying.
God, I'm on the spot now. Mine feels so like underplayed because y'all was so good, but I was gonna go Bon and Meliodas.
Okay.
I like their chemistry.
Yeah, dude, and that's what I like too. Like their chemistry together is just like unparalleled.
Yeah, and that's like, come on, Alphonse and Edward.
Third.
Come on, brothers. Okay, look,
brothers.
There's so many good ones out there. Like I said, Ash and Pikachu, Happy and Natsu.
No,
no way. Control and delete that one.
Tanjiro and Nezuko. I mean, I think there's not much of a choice in that partnership, but I mean, I do.
It's almost like a brotherhood.
I gotta say, I do love the TikToks though, where it's like Nezuko's live feed inside the box, and it's like people getting smashed around inside boxes. I'm like,
Nezuko just flying everywhere.
Light and L.
See, okay, guys, let me ask you a question. The One Piece one.
Zoro and Sanji.
I would choose Zoro and Luffy over Zoro and Sanji.
I feel like that's not a combo, dog. You're just naming people at this point.
Buddy, Zoro and Luffy are like totally like direct opposites of each other.
Zoro and Sanji.
I do like, what have they done to make you consider them a duo besides argue? They haven't fought
That's
together.
What makes them great, though.
But I don't consider them a duo.
King Queen fight? Come on.
Come on. Dude. They were fighting two different people. Two different parts of the castle. Right? Like, I think that, like, I mean, you can say the same thing for Luffy and Zoro. They haven't fought together, but their dynamic between each other is just like, they just get each other, dude.
They do play a good captain in first mate.
When one is needing to be serious, like when like Luffy is playful, right? Zoro is serious when he needs to be. Like when they both need to be serious, like when they're in the bar, dude, and Blackbeard, and he's like, "Oh, you mean they?" Like all that stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah,
they both knew when to be serious. When what's the springy leg guys, dude? Bellamy.
Bellamy. Yep.
Yeah, like when they kind of just let them do whatever. They knew. They both knew, right? Sanji and Zoro ain't got that. I ain't seen that yet.
I gotta say, having watched Seven Deadly Sins, I like your Bon and Meliodas choice.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. It's a good one. Here's some ones I'm just kind of looking right now. What people on the web think. Erwin and Levi.
No, dude. No, come on. You can't have a great duo last 2 seasons, right?
Don't talk about your favorite anime. Calm down.
Apparently, Itadori and Megami make the list.
No. I mean, I get like I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen enough of them. They have the same thing, the serious and the fun, outgoing thing. I like that way better than I like Erwin and Levi.
Somebody said Mugen and Jin from Samurai Champloo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the whole anime is based. I guess so.
Yeah.
Hunter, but
if someone says like light and L, I would drop kick you in the face.
That is one of them. Light and L.
Dude, come on, man.
Gon and Killua are definitely one of them. Alphonse and Edward. Or sorry, not Alphonse. Yeah, Alphonse and Edward.
Like, come on, like light and L, like, come on.
Ah, I was right. Zoro and Sanji.
The trash
the
one.
list don't lie. Although I do like when Chopper and
there's yours, Bon and Meliodas.
Usopp do stuff together. That's so funny to me.
Someone said Naruto and Sasuke, but they're never really a pair.
And
Like,
Boruto a little bit.
But theirs is more like a rivalry.
Yeah.
Like when I think pair, I think like I said, Kisame and Itachi. Like they are partners. They travel together. They fight together. Right? They do everything together. But then half the Akatsuki fights in pairs. So it's like you can really say anyone.
But this is the thing with Naruto and Sasuke, though. It's like even though they have a rival, they know so much about each other that it's just it's unspoken.
Yeah.
Right. Like the first time that they fought together, they didn't have to say a word. Momoshiki fight, dude. Like even against Zabuza, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have to say anything to each other. But they just like they know. Talk no jutsu, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what they did. But no, but like that's just like I'm surprised none of us said that. Naruto Sasuke is definitely worthy of being on there.
Okay, I'll give it that one.
But I just
see. I was gonna say Kakashi and I just forgot his name.
All his doers are dead, dog. That don't count. All right.
Night guy, Flo.
Yeah, night guy.
Yeah. So. I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me. The Zoro and Sanji, man. I just don't see, like, how are they a duo? I mean, they argue with each other.
It's their chemistry, yeah.
It's the chemistry.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, they argue with each other, but at the same time, you know that they like carefree. Like the moment in what is it called? Wano, where after they win, they want to party. Zoro finds like a lot of drink. You know, and like he gets it. He said, "Oh, I told you I'd find some." He walks away, and like Sanji kind of smiles a little bit, like you know, he calls him Moss Head, but behind his back, he's like smiling. He's happy for him. Like I understand that, but I like the dynamic of Luffy and Zoro more than I think it's because like I'm not a Sanji guy.
I'm not a fan of Sanji either, but their dynamic you can't like decline it.
And I know you don't like it, but I gotta defend it a tiny bit. But even though we don't completely agree with it, the loyalty that Happy has to Natsu is unbreakable.
Okay, here we go.
All right. No matter how much we're not fans of Fairy Tail, it's true. Happy is Natsu's second half. No different
Happy
than
Gilmore or
what?
Happy Gilmore?
You're hilarious. Don't be talking trash about other people now, okay? You're gonna hurt me real bad.
Listen, I could
have been stupid cheesy and said like Kirito and Asuna, but I didn't. All right.
I thought you were, not gonna lie. I was like, here comes the sword art.
I could have,
because they are a pretty good duo.
Like you think Natsu and Happy are better than Natsu and Gray?
Yeah, because I think Gray's better with other people. But that's just my.
What about the Black Bulls? What's that anime?
Asta
and
yeah.
Would you consider them a duo though? Because they're kind of rivals too.
They're rivals too, but they're like rivals to support each other, kind of thing.
Friendly rivals.
Yeah. That's a good duo, but like it's weird, like when they fought together. See, same thing when they fought together for the first time, they just knew something.
Unspoken.
Unspoken Riz, dude. Like it was hot.
All right, so then if that's the case, then we're gonna encourage you guys out there listening to us to give us your comments on it. either joining our Discord or catching these TikToks that we are inevitably going to air, or YouTube videos. Tell us who you think the best duo is, and I don't care what any of you say. Do not mention Dragon Ball Z characters in there. Okay, none of them are right.
If
I
I
don't
see
care
one
how long
Trunks in
Vegeta
there,
and Goku, or
Yes.
Krillin and anybody, or Bulma and anybody. No, they're all bad. All right.
we
What
want action
about-
couples only. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't need no My Happy Marriage or nothing.
Nothing.
What about Gojo and Geto, dude? Hidden
They
inventory.
were goated back in the day.
That's true.
Were
Hidden inventory. Okay,
goated, dude.
for one arc, they were awesome.
Like, dude,
They were
for a
goated
few
back in the day.
episodes, that was a really
That was the
great
go.
duo.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
So
My
we-
TikTok was full when they did their swag walk of everyone like me and my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because in that case, we may as well say Naruto and Aruka. Like, arriving to our final topic of the day, which I think is going to be the most fun.
Oh,
We are
gosh.
going to react to, if I'm not mistaken, Crunchyroll comments.
Crunchyroll comments, yeah.
Crunchyroll comments. Ox and I are going to get told them from Jake, and we are going to react to these comments.
Or guess
And,
what anime it's from?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What anime it's from?
Yeah,
We're
I'm gonna
either
give you
gonna
multiple
react or
choice.
guess what
Okay.
anime it's from.
Okay. Well, geez. Okay. They're going to be animes we've all watched, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Everyone's
in that,
watched
in
this,
that
yes.
case, well, this is
We're
going to be.
we're gonna go easy mode first try.
This is going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
insane then, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this. All right.
Let me kick back.
All right,
Jake,
I use
roll it
Ashy.
away.
let's see. Which one should I start? I'll start off with this one first. And I quote, "Guess someone failed their daily quest, and this
Oh.
is the punishment."
Listen, I know what that is. You gotta give me the multiple choice.
You have 7 Deadly Sins, JJK, Solo Leveling, or Classroom of the Elite.
That's so lovely, dog.
Solo
All day,
leveling,
dude.
Roger?
I feel like that's solo leveling.
Solo Leveling, Season 1, Episode 7.5, 684 upvotes on the Crunchyroll.
Oh, dude. Listen, you can't fucking put out something like that. He
Yeah.
should lose levels over that shit.
Yeah.
That was bad.
He
All right,
should lose levels over that shit.
question number 2. That just left me very unsatisfied. A cliffhanger is one thing, but this just left me absolutely empty. It was super rushed, and I understood absolutely nothing. None of what just happened. As far as I'm concerned, this episode is just one big WTF. Now, this is the end of a season. I will let y'all know that.
Okay.
Finland
Is it-
Saga.
One Piece,
Uh-huh.
JJK, Demon Slayer, or Chainsaw Man.
Ooh, that's tough, man.
That's tough, dude.
Um,
I'm going Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, okay.
I'm going Chainsaw Man.
As much as I don't want to say it,
It's Chainsaw Man or Demon Slayer.
I'm gonna say Demon Slayer because I feel like the ending of Demon Slayer was chaotic, and you were just kind of like, I don't even know. I'm gonna say Demon Slayer.
Okay. JJK episode 47, 545 upvotes.
No.
What? That's right. No, okay, so that's right after the fight with the brother
Yeah.
curse spirits.
Huge,
with
huge
Itadori.
cliffhanger.
That was my backup. I was like, okay, what could be like crazy? Okay.
So that for everyone, that's season 2
Mhm.
JJK final episode.
yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so-
season 2 JJK final episode.
Yes.
Oh, that's when Itadori does it.
Well, final episode.
Final episode. And
Final
it felt rushed because you remember the
Yeah.
people
They
left
were
the
animating
company.
it. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. How did I not pick up? You stupid Frozen.
But I didn't think it was a bad. Like I was thinking bad episode, right?
Yeah, me too.
I
I was
didn't
kind of
think it was
on
a bad
that
episode.
line. Yeah.
I can't say the name of the character, but Blank loves punching people back into the manga. Is it
Oh, I know
Dragon Ball Z,
Mm-mm.
Naruto,
Mm-mm.
Demon Slayer,
Mm-mm.
One Piece?
One Piece.
One Piece.
One Piece episode 1076, 467 upvotes. That's going to be
Dude,
Gear
that's
5
a-
Luffy.
That
I'm glad
sounds
you
like a
didn't-
gum gum. All right.
I'm glad you did not throw like One Punch Man.
Man?
Up in that.
Yeah.
I would have been.
I was
would have
like-
been.
I should have.
I was
would've
waiting.
loved it.
I was waiting for you to say One Piece. I was like, yeah, that's One Piece. But then I was sitting there like, if he says One Punch Man, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. Yeah,
I'll try to make it a little bit harder next week, guys.
All right.
I like that, dude. That's funny as hell. People are crazy.
I like it.
Yep.
Is that all of them?
Yep, that's all 3 of them. Yep.
That's all.
Only 3
okay.
a week.
All right.
Y'all working me to the bone out here.
All right. We'll do 3 a week. All right. I like it.
Hey, let's get on my boat. You know what I'm saying? I've been killing Jake with that all week.
Man, I'm mad I didn't get that JJK one now.
Ox made my bronchitis flare up.
Because it wasn't a bad episode.
It wasn't a bad episode, but
threw me off.
I think it was more like the last 3 episodes of the season were like poorly animated, so people were kind of just like
just
losing
because
themselves.
they didn't have eyebrows didn't mean anything.
Or faces,
right?
yeah, it's fine. We're
or
good.
faces. Characters don't need faces.
I will say though, like Mahito's like final transformation and all that stuff was like not what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get it, he used his transmutation and all that stuff to pretty much probably craft the perfect body for battle for himself. Like I understand that, but like he turned into Crocodile from Spider-Man, and I was like, okay, I didn't necessarily like it for such a great villain.
For a grand gesture.
Yeah, like I expected something different than that. I mean, it was still like pretty decent. It just caught me off guard,
Okay.
But I have some more fun ones for y'all next week, and everyone listening off of TikTok, I'm sure we'll put a pause screen in there for y'all to look at them.
Yeah. Listen. I need to go read some.
Are we feeling wrapped up? Are we feeling we're about to cross our hour mark?
Yeah, I'm about done. I'm good. Yeah. I finished my little game show with y'all.
Any final comments? Any final remarks to our lovely audience out there?
No, guys, catch us every week. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have this ridiculously end monologue. Long ending monologue just for everybody out there.
That's for us.
Yeah,
no, I ain't got nothing much to say. This was fun. I'm ready for next week's, and
all good.
We can get into it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I guess I'll kick off my forever ending monologue here.
And my knees are ashy, guys.
Exactly. There you go. See, he's getting comfortable for it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening tonight. And yes, as announced at the beginning, we weren't kidding around. We are actually going to be done with our Rogers, contract per se for now. We're going to just be doing the podcast release weekly. That's not going to change. You can find us wherever you guys listen to your awesome podcasts. But I just want to take a quick moment, speak on behalf of the guys here for thank you for Rogers Television for giving us, I believe, like the 30 episodes that we did do. And they were awesome. We had tons of fun bringing local television and the Anime Rift together. Unfortunately, our schedules just kind of collide right now. And maybe someday in the future, we'll be able to make it work again. But for the time being, thank you so much to all the people that worked hard for us and worked with us. And we appreciate it. And for everyone watching out there, catching us live, or not live, sorry, but hearing this, we are still going to be, like I said, on YouTube weekly. We upload every Tuesday, and you'll be able to catch us there. Tuesday mornings, we'll have the podcast up, and as well as Tuesday morning for the videos. If you guys want to catch us in person, looking the best we do.
I can ash your knees.
Yeah, dude, I got to get these things too close together. I might start a fire.
Yeah. And of course, we thank you for all your support, and make sure that you guys leave us a review either in Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Your reviews actually help us go up the list and catch some more viewers. And if you like that kind of content and you think your friends, your grandmas, and your dogs might like it as well, then by all means, throw us on there, listen to our episodes, and feel free to comment. Click on anything in the videos and you can see our link tree where that will take you to all our social media where we post great, fantastic, and controversial content that everybody likes to comment on and make fun of us for. And, well, if you can't make fun of yourself, then you can't make fun of anything. So make sure you catch us there. Again, thank you so much to everybody that watches and supports us. We love you so, so much. And from Ox, Jake, and myself, Frozen, thanks for catching us. We will see you next week on... Oh, I don't have the effects set up. The Anime Rift. Sorry.
Rift.
Rift.
All
right, guys. Stay sexy.
Ciao.